Today I'm going to take a deeper look at masculinity and what it means to a young male in his 20s. For me personally, when I hear this word in our current times, I tend to struggle defining it, since I naturally want to say, oh, masculinity is being an outdoorsy, tough guy who walks with his hands, who doesn't mind getting dirty. Essentially, a cowboy of sorts. But the longer I think about it, the more it can change how I define it. So let's start with the Websters definition of masculinity. They define masculinity as a man's quality or nature of male sex. The quality, state, or degree of being masculine or manly. After reading this, I was still perplexed of what do they exactly mean by being manly or masculine. Also, they were defining a word with itself, which isn't helpful for us to better understand what masculinity means. So, let's break it down. Based on what Webster said, masculine means the quality of a person's manliness, which definitely ties in with my initial opening thought about outdoorsy tough guy. But it doesn't really allow us to completely understand this word. So, in my quest to better understand the meaning of masculinity, I asked my family and peers how they define or see the word. We'll start with my good friend. They say, it means strength, not giving up, carrying almost to a fault whether it's a family or appearance or job, title, and work success. Automatic pressure to succeed and provide. Strong presence, heroism, displays safety to others or people close feel safe. Enemies feel threatened or intimidated. That's their thoughts on it. Next, a female friend of mine said this. Someone that is strong physically. It's mostly around younger boys, but also around men, like how they react a certain way or the way they have to act according to it, though it's mostly among guys, not females. Then I asked my little sister. She says, I would say a person who shows braveness and likes to work out or have more guy category hobbies, if that makes sense. Then I asked another friend of mine, also male. Let's see. I think masculinity is being proud and confident about doing masculine activities like sports or video games. I think it can be defined in many ways, but the important thing is that masculinity is about not feeling ashamed of doing something that may not be seen as masculine. It's like an understanding that doing something not masculine does not make you any less of a man. Like watching rom-coms and such. All those are very helpful for me understanding. As you see, each person I asked had different values that they associated with the word masculinity. Some are closer to Webster's definition, but the biggest thing I've noticed is how each person sees what is manly to them. Everyone had their own idea of it. So, based on this way of thinking, masculinity truly means a way a person can bravely face problems and be proud of what they're doing. At least that's what I'm thinking, based on me compiling and mixing what people have said into one idea. This leads to my thoughts of what masculinity means to just me. I've always seen it as being tough or a guy is overly manly, which I said before. But maybe it's more of a word that can be taken in different ways. But it all really depends on who says it to you and how they see the word. Either as a compliment or an insult. The word is like in a constant flux, and it seems society has control of it. They decide what the word means, which means you can't clearly define this word. So, masculine means to me of being myself, taking pride in the things I do, and enjoying life. I guess masculine means to me simply letting myself be me. Which I know is not the answer most would like, but that's what I believe it means. At least in my own personal thing now, based on this journey. So, This concludes our dive into the subject. I hope this has shed some light on what masculinity means, and hopefully it didn't confuse most of you, and I hope you enjoyed the findings I came up with.